Good morning. How we doing? I'm Joe Gaither, and you're trying to watch The Joe Gaither Show, or you're trying to listen to The Joe Gaither Show. We appreciate you so much for trying to watch us on the Bama Central YouTube channel or trying to listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon. We're about to get into today's episode, but before we do, I want to give you a PSA. Sound settings were a little bit messed up because of my own error. If you want to just jump ahead to about 20 minutes in, we wouldn't blame you. But if you want to listen to all the folly and the madness, keep it right here. Don't hit fast forward and enjoy the episode. We'll talk to you again tomorrow right here on Bama Central and BamaCentral.com.
Well. Here we are in the Joe Gaither Show. Actually live after we spent the first 10 minutes running through our days yesterday, running through what happened after yesterday. Joe looked down at the computer and realized we were not live. We ran through the whole intro. We got through everything. We talked to the good people at the Daniel studio here. And now we are officially live in the Joe Gaither in the Dairy Game. It's a good start this time. I was dragging a little bit. I thought, I pulled in about 7:45. I think to be here. And it's like, no big deal. Joe wasn't here. Joe rolls in right about 7:58 or so. And it's like, cool, we're all good. Get Joe started about 8:05. Joe did not start.
Oh.
But we're good now.
Yeah, all right. Let's get it going. Come on. Woo! Baby! Fell asleep in the last 10 minutes of watching wrestling last night, so I guess I'm still asleep. Oh, gosh.
I've been watching all of them. Anyway, I'm watching.
John Cena.
This is the Joe Gaither
John
Show
Cena
on
sucks.
BamaCentral.com.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we're waking up. We're getting going. We're live. We are live in the Derry Daniel State Farm Studios. And I do think that everything is properly connected. Oh, my goodness gracious. Welcome to watching us on the Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube machines at Joe Gaither 6. Welcome to listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon, the Joe Gaither Show on Bama Central. We appreciate you for jumping in and joining us on your favorite platform. You can join us at Joe Gaither 6 on the comment section. Leave me a comment, question, query, or complaint, or join us on the phone line at 205-462-7340, extension 800. We appreciate James for calling us yesterday. If you heard that call, if the call wasn't very clean for you, we're working on that as well. I believe a cord, a little trip to Best Buy, a little trip to Eat My Beats or something. Get a couple of cords to hardwire this bad boy. Hardwire our board to our phone line, to our computer, instead of the wireless action we got going on in here. Nothing wrong with that in the Derry Daniel State Farm Studios, but Exactly. And we appreciated James a lot for giving us that experience yesterday. If you want to give us an experience again today, you can. 205-462-7340, extension 800. We'd love to hear from you. Absolutely. And if you'd love to chime in after the show, you can leave us a voicemail on that same phone line. Mason, I felt like yesterday's show was crazy. We talked to Philip Dyson, camped out in Colby Coliseum, and his connection was also, I think, good enough, but just not quite clean. I think, again, going back to these wires, we got to get these hardwired in. With that said, I appreciate Philip's time. That was about 15 minutes of the show, and then we talked to James on the phone line for about 5-6 minutes or so on the show. I felt like we just were so scattered about the actual game.
It felt like we maybe spent most of the time yesterday. The storyline surrounding the game, those, we got into it a bit, but maybe
Yeah, I think that's where I want to start with today, especially it being a Tuesday morning. We're going to go into really Alabama, Missouri tomorrow. We'll hear from head coach Nate Oates today in the Coleman Coliseum media room. He's going to talk to the media before hitting a plane to get up to Como, and we'll have a lot of fun seeing the guys. Look, it does not get any easier, so you're going to have to be ready. Let's start with that, being ready. You go into a 9-0 hole, and granted, you give Auburn credit. They made 3 shots that you probably didn't think they were going to end up making, but it is what it is. You're in a 9-0 hole. You've got a trend here. Starting lineup and starting of the halves, just not good starts. Why? Why is that? Why aren't they starting well, Mason?
I don't really have a good answer. I mean, I've tried, but kind of trying to work through and figure out what it is. Really, it just seems like they want to take the first 4, 5, 6 minutes of a half, just like, all right, well, let's just get a feel for everything, see exactly how we're going to play. And then it's like once they feel, once the whole team, once maybe Mark Sears feels
this
he has a good read
the Joe
on
Gaither Show
team, it's like, all right, guys,
on BamaCentral.com.
Let's start driving. Let's start making some plays. Let's start cutting to the basket. No, it's very strange. You would think, getting into every game, they have spent ample time studying, analyzing what the teams do on film. They should be ready going into that matchup. They shouldn't have to say, all right, give me a couple minutes to get a feel for it and get it figured out. Like, that should not be a thing. But It seems like that's
It just, I'm with you on that. It doesn't make any sense thing, especially when you think back to Saturday specifically. The build-up in and of itself should have, hey man, we're ready to go. We're fired up, and we're going to be in attack mode right from the start. I think about Georgia football and the last couple of years. Obviously, not this year, but when they were dominant, the year they beat TCU in the national title game, and they were just running through everybody. It was like, we don't care time and score. We don't care down in distance. It doesn't matter. We're just all killing at the same time. We're all just rah, 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 just decimating their opponent at the same time. I haven't seen that at all with this basketball team, which, like, at all, not one time this year. I mean, come on, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Has there been a time this year where Alabama has been dialed in from the start to the finish? No. And you're not going to move me no matter what happens over these last 5-6 games. You're not going to move me into a camp where, this team stinks, and this team can't win a national title. This team can't be a final. I'm not going to go there. I bookmarked one of the responses to a tweet that said, this team can't win a national title. Not championship quality, this, that. I'm like, dude, easy. We're still not there. But we're in this weird, just like, right.
Whether or not they are right on the outside of the upper echelon of college basketball. They're still better than the rest of the field. I think that's fair to say. But when it comes to the Auburn, maybe the Duke, maybe. But,
Florida's not that good. But they just got was it Micah Hanlockton back? Is that his name? They just got the young man. I think his name was Micah Hanlockton, who broke his leg in the SEC tournament last year. It was really, really good. They just got him back. So, like, that might really take them a step forward.
I just think that it really seems like it's kind of just Auburn and everybody else.
Right.
On that same level. But Alabama,
well, who's defending Cooper Flag on this Bama team? Who's defending Cooper Flag?
Jaron and Cliff or Jaron and Grant Adam?
Jaron Grant and Modi. Let's talk about Modi. So you start the game. He's on the bench like he always is. It's fine. That's no problem. And Cliff doesn't get out on Janai. and really his first three. And then Cliff, I think, gets banged up in the on the inside as well. What does this alert say? Battery too low. Oh, we can charge. So we can plug that in.
This is the Joe Gaither
He gets pulled
Show
out in the first. No, I got
BamaCentral.com.
He gets pulled out of the game, and they throw Mo D in, and his assignment is against Janai. Is that really the second best choice there? Is it?
Yeah, I was in shock when I saw that.
I mean, I wasn't in like. I think, oh, good. Let's try it and see what happens. Okay.
Didn't really work that well.
No. Yeah, that's where my shock came in. We're still here.
Like, I did see Moby, you had, there was a couple offensive possessions. I did see one in particular, he had a little too small for his hand. Foolish decision because I believe it was returned right back.
Yeah, Janai hit him right back with it.
But like I gave it your best, Moby, and like you put him back against what is likely the best college basketball player in the country. You held your own, but like you're not one that clear.
Yes.
To anyone, a blind person project I've ever won that. So it was so weird to see NATO so reluctant to go to anything else. It was, he didn't trust any other defender on his team or player on the team to defend him. And I think there's other players on the team that have built up enough, or in my opinion, have built up enough, or should have built up enough credit with him to maybe earn the opportunity. I think Jaron out there on him. Hell, throw Grant over there, see what happens.
Well,
it was strange to see him just go to Modi and be like, all right, that's your assignment.
Where is it? Right there. Sorry, I had to find us on Stat Broadcast in the archives before I went here. Because Aiden Sherrill?
Yeah.
Not a single minute?
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing? You didn't think he was ready for the big game? Why? He was ready for all the other games leading up to it, but then you said, oh, he's not ready for this. What was the point of playing him more and more and more and more? That's disappointing. I'm not mad.
Right. I mean, that's the root of all this, is that I think that this game was, I went into the game thinking, oh man, Auburn, really, really good. And I know I said it on the show Friday that I thought Alabama would win, but I'll be honest with you, the whole week I thought Auburn's gonna figure out a way to win. I got to do a better job about figuring out how honest to be when I'm making these picks, because I always want to take Alabama just because it's the easiest thing to do.
We talk ourselves in.
Sure.
Like, here's what you can do to win. So you just really talk about your head before you start.
I don't know why I didn't trust myself, and I just thought, Alabama's probably gonna. I did the same thing with the Super Bowl. The Chiefs are probably gonna win because I didn't even think about it that critically. But okay, Auburn wins. What? Oh yeah, that's where I was going. That's where I'm going. Is the fact that I felt like it was very, very, very winnable with some small adjustments. Look, Auburn shot very well. Give them credit, right? Making threes off the dribble, and really you hit the Pettiford three in transition. There were several threes that were that was the perfect time for the Auburn Tigers to make that shot, but I was just left wondering. I was just left in a state of, was that really the best approach? You didn't get to the rim. I mean, we talked about this yesterday. Didn't get to the rim.
This is the Joe Gaither
near
Show
enough.
on
Near enough.
BamaCentral.com.
And credit Auburn's defense, physical defense, keeping you on the perimeter, and is that making finishing at the rim really, really challenging.
Mantra of the NATO offense. We're not thinking he's in a 50 shot. Or not quite mid-range, but not necessarily a layup either.
I saw a narrative online, Mason Woods, saying that Alabama has anxiety at home. You believe that? Has shooting anxiety at home.
I'd have to see. I'd have to look at the action. Because I mean, just thinking about like, I don't think they're tall. Ask reference to.
Yeah, no, somebody tweeted it out. I thought it was Kevin Skarbinski, but it is a pretty big disparity at home versus on the road. The 3-point shooting. I don't know who I saw tweet. Was it Blake? Did Blake Byler handle it for us? Maybe he did. Dickie V, Alabama. Right here.
Here's the area. It's Russian Coliseum. Got it.
No, it's not right there. But there is numbers to show that the 3-point shooting is significantly better. I'll have to dig it up. It's significantly better on the road than it is at home. And my question to you is, we've talked about the mentality for this team a good bit. I mean, we talk more about the mentality than the X's and O's because that's what we're more familiar with. We live the X's and O's. Look, Coach, you got that. There's a reason that Modi got the assignment and Aiden Sherrill didn't get a minute. I don't understand that, but that's not for me to understand, I guess. My question is, you know what? I need to make sure somebody does. My question is, the mentality on this team. They knew. Everybody looked around the room in the summer and thought, "Wow, we're really good. We're really talented. We're hot stuff. X, Y, Z," and they have been this year. I wonder if you're at home and mom and daddy's in the crowd and girlfriend's in the crowd and maybe not girlfriend is in the crowd and not girlfriend's in the crowd and my drinking buddy's in the crowd and my math tutor is in the crowd and whoever it's your friend. That I'm furthering to say
Show on BamaCentral.com.
Maybe I'm not as locked in on game day because I'm spending time with mom and daddy, and I'm spending, girlfriend needs a little attention, and grandmother's in from out of town, and I got to make sure that Uncle Billy got his ticket situated, and whatever the case may be, and so you're not as locked in, or the simple fact that, look at Nate Oates' record at home over the last couple of years. When have you lost at home? Obviously, 2 now in pretty quick succession, Ole Miss and Auburn. But before that, you beat Houston when they came, right? Yeah, of course. They knocked over the trash can. You beat Baylor when they came, right? I believe you did. What are the big non-conference losses? Big losses here at home lately under Coach Oates. There haven't been many, is my point. And so maybe there's an air of, we're just going to roll right out here and y'all are going to fall over because y'all are playing here at home. For some reason, there's been a disconnect between what we have, who we are, we're this, Nate Oates, we're that, this is who we are as a team, and what we do in home games. You got the 21 turnovers against Ole Miss. Now, you didn't turn the ball over against Auburn. Well done. Another reason why I'm so frustrated, because, goodness gracious, fellas, you did it. You didn't turn the ball over. All right, 12 or fewer turnovers. How about 7? How about they say, we ain't even going to get close to 12. You did the things. We're going to get after it on the glass. We're going to out-rebound on 49-40. We need to get offensive rebounds. We're going to out-offensive rebound of 7-14. No, you didn't outscore them in the paint. There's an area, 42-32. Janai Broome, Dylan Cardwell, and Chaney Johnson. Yeah, you did get out on a fast break, 19-13. No, it's not enough. That's why I'm so disappointed. Is because everything. You could have won this game, and you could have been the number one team in the country this on Tuesday, and you could have been in first place in the SEC standings. So it's,
I think a chance to do that last.
Do you have any thoughts on the playing at home? What the issue is? Like, that's just my guess. That's just my first guess.
I would think, I would hope, surely, potatoes been here long enough.
Of course.
He's figured out, like, hey, home game day, this is our damn routine. Sitting here, getting past that facility, go and do your workouts in the morning, run around, whatever. You're not leaving to go talk to whoever it is, whatever. Surely, that is. Oh.
Sure, but I mean,
I'm sure
where are we eating after the game? Is Mama going to go pick up my favorite meal? Is girlfriend, does she need? I haven't talked to girlfriend all day. Is she going to be doting?
They're at home playing right then, you know. I don't know about that. I ain't sure that it's obviously something. I just don't know. I mean, these are very high level Division I athletes. Pretty locked.
This is the Joe Gaither Show on BamaCentral.com.
I was maybe worried about that. I mean, I just nothing else. We didn't win.
Oh.
I definitely think maybe just the record at home had a little bit to do with it. The aspect of like, hey, I think that's a little bit more to do it than crowd aspect. Oh, your friends and family here. I mean, again, I think you guys are very high level athletes. Lock into what's ahead of them. Maybe the aspect. We know how good we are at home. Probably be ourselves. Really lock down this construction of Coleman Coliseum. It's all about the way these teams play. Can't see the basket right. Greg Burke. We got folks in here. Get some architects and some engineers. Let's get some plans together. Let's get the ball rolling on this new arena, so we can upgrade our 3-point shooting and have it be just as good at home as it is on the road. Because I really don't have an explanation. I don't. Maybe it's naive, but I just can't believe that Mark Sears and company are worried about where they're eating after the game, and that's why they shoot bad at home.
I think I've had the sound settings pretty much messed up this whole 20 minutes.
Happened.
Yeah, but I'm really annoyed at myself.
Did anything change from yesterday?
Well, two things. When I set up the tripod, I think I bumped your line and hit you on mute. So they've been hearing you through this mic, so far away. Now you're on. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, dummy.
Sound nice and clear.
And I've been looking right down here and seeing the computer lines going, and so I've been leaving this music up. I just noticed that. What a terrible Tuesday, Joe.
It's a tough one. This is a tough one for us. This is a tough one.
This is a terrible
Tuesday. We're going to make up for it with a really good.
My
Wednesday
gosh!
Glad you're here with us, folks. The throes of live entertainment here.
Oh, horrible! You know what? I'm just going to leave this place and go get these cords for 2 days. So that's I'm tired because I need to. This would have been fixed if your boy was wearing headphones. If I was wearing headphones, I would have heard the music in my ear. If I was wearing headphones, you wouldn't hear me. I would have heard that Mason wasn't on right. If I was wearing headphones, none of this bleep would happen.
Headphones are key to paradise. Just gotta unlock the gate.
No, I've just been so stupid, so just lazy about buying a dadgum adapter for this board. And look, this is inside baseball, but the people who are actually listening now and put up with the last 20 minutes of the nonsense are fans for sure. Yeah. So they can listen to me lose my mind at myself.
We got this wonderful piece of equipment in front of us.
Yeah, and I'm just urinating all over it.
We gotta really utilize it to its full potential.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a text message today from a friend about 5 minutes in this episode. And look, please, it's fine if you text me this. Hey, Mason's a little hard to hear today, and I'm gonna say, yes, I know. Just pathetic. All right. Let's get back on the rails again with Derek Daniel. Okay, we'll reset. We're live in the Derek Daniel State Farm Studios. This is the Joe Gaither Show on Bama Central at BamaCentral.com. We're proudly presented by Derek Daniel and his team. Call Derek at 205-758-3391 for all of your insurance needs. Red Reese and Victoria will be happy to take your phone call right now. You got any home, life, auto insurance questions? You moving? Are you selling your home? You got to make sure you have new homeowners insurance. Make sure that you're properly prepared for that move by calling Derek Daniel at 205-758-3391. Like a good neighbor, Derek Daniel and his team are there. Call and see how much Derek can save you today. All right, Mason, save me a little bit because we are talking about the Alabama game. Mm-hmm. We talked about Mohamed Diabate defending Janai Broom and wondered if he was really the second best. I mean, look, Mo D is a great defender.
I know that Nate Oates knows more basketball than we do, but man, I don't know. Got a lot of questions there.
Yeah, big time questions in that aspect. I want to talk about Aiden Holloway. It did score himself his 10 points. We briefly mentioned it yesterday about, okay, it looked like he might have succumbed to the pressure. 3 of 8.
Talk about a little anxiety.
3 of 8 from the floor. Whatever about Saturday. How do we feel about him getting on track, staying on track, getting bouncing back on Wednesday, and then particularly, I mean, all this sets up for a huge Saturday against Auburn down in the Plains in about 4 weeks or whatever. I mean, do you think that Aiden? Do you think the boys take this experience and say, okay, it's going to be that on the floor, plus a whole lot of noise. How do we overcome? Do you think Aiden Holloway moves on from this poor performance quickly?
I think he has a very good opportunity to with this Missouri game. You know, you go on the road, and if we are to believe the anxiety issues potentially that are present at home, you maybe have an opportunity to go have a really good performance. If you're going to be on the road where you're free of thinking about any of these things that bother you while you're in Coleman Coliseum, you just get to go out to Columbia, Missouri. So, I think he certainly has a golden chance to do that. You know, go out, you get you 22, 23 points against Missouri, you hit 3 or 4 threes or so. You'd probably be feeling pretty good for the back, 5 games this season at that point. So, I mean, I don't know if he does because despite what the box score may indicate, I think that Auburn game got to him a lot. I think he really, really wanted to go out and have a great performance. And I think that, again, while he got his 10 points, whatever, it did not come the way he had hoped it would. And I think he's probably still thinking about it a little bit. If he can go out to Missouri, and like I said, hit a couple good shots and kind of do the thing that he was doing leading up to that Auburn game, I think he's perfectly fine. But if he has another off shooting night, it'll probably snowball a bit. It's all about he just has to see the ball go in. Going on the road, I think gives him a good opportunity to do that because we have apparently they shoot much better on the road. So
my big concern is going into Neville Arena and having everybody rah about trader this, trader that.
I think that's going to be the same thing where it's all just going to be hey, that first shot drops, he'll probably be feeling fine.
So, Coach, can we get him a layup? Yeah, not a 40-foot 3-pointer,
or hey. Makes the 40-foot three, the 3 from the parking lot. No, let's get him a good look to the basket, get him cutting. maybe somebody set a screen for him. Cliff, get your big butt up there and set somebody a screen that actually works. And let's get Aiden a good easy bucket right off the rip and get his confidence up at that Auburn game, because I think that's all it is. I think the first shot didn't drop in Coleman Coliseum on Saturday, and it immediately, you kind of saw it deflate, took the wind out of the sail a little bit. If that does not happen against Auburn, I think it's fine. But I don't think he is necessarily, he seems like a pretty cool, calm, and collected guy, I think. I don't think he's really that swayed by what the fans are doing. I think it's more just about whether or not he's hitting shots, where his attitude lies.
All right, I'm pretty frustrated because of everything that I've messed up today. I'll just be perfectly honest with you. And so my notes are kind of all over the place at this point. I'm seeing recruiting news. I'm seeing, spring practice, about getting excited for spring practice, but no real news. What else is going on Bama Central? Obviously, baseball getting going. $2 Tuesday. So if you want to see some baseball today, what time are the boys playing? I'm sure 1 noon, something like that, because it's early. RollTide.com. Let's find out what time those boys are playing today. Over at the Joe.
If you haven't listened, go check out the baseball preview that we did with Will last week.
Oh yeah,
on the All Things Bama podcast, because he really talked me up on this baseball team. Now that being said, I did not watch them, I must admit, on this weekend.
Well, they're 3-0.
Yeah, I
beat the Bradley Braves.
Read Will's run. Wow, just had a stroke there. Will's breakdowns of the games, and you can also read them on Bama Central to get your fill on Crimson Tide baseball, because I do think they have a pretty good team this year.
Playing MTSU today at 4:00. $2 tickets to get over into Sewell Thomas Stadium. Is the weather going to be any better? Because goodness gracious,
it's pretty cold. I would.
I'm just not.
I'm not one for cold baseball.
I don't know if I have low iron, or if I'm just a baby. But me and cold, we don't play nice. Even though I love Chicago, but like when I go to Chicago, it's like 12 layers. I'm like Eskimo man.
Yeah. I'm perfectly fine as long as I am prepared. But the moment I feel that one hit a wind on your back or something, and it's like, oh, that's uncomfortable, my arms, my legs are a little cold. Yeah,
our ancestors would be ashamed.
You start to you snowball. Once that first thing, you notice your hands are a little cold, and it's like, oh, my face is really cold, and my arms are cold. Yeah, no. But if I'm prepared for the elements, I love being outside when it's very, very cold.
My Native American ancestors are ashamed because I'm sure that they didn't have any sort
baseball. Also, it just doesn't feel right when it's cold. It's too early. We need to adjust the schedule here.
Global warming's messed us up.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Didn't used to be this cold.
Didn't think that it was going to be 32 in February when they were playing college baseball.
Well, the issue with college baseball is it goes till freaking July. So June or whatnot. But so if you push it any later, you're playing into the next fall semester. That's what you ought to be doing. Play all the way through the summer and get us our national championship series the weekend before week 0.
Yeah, that'd be good.
The weekend before week 0, whoever, South Carolina, LSU wins the national championship, and they can roll into football season feeling happy because their football team stinks.
Sure.
But Ole Miss or Mississippi State, they won the baseball national championship. So Vanderbilt, congratulations. Now you get to endure football season.
I think there's a way to set it up to where we can have 0 downtime between sports. We just gotta really optimize things.
If there was a real commissioner, was it Charlie Baker is the head of the NCAA? Isn't that his name? Come on, man.
Let's figure it out.
Work with the fan. No more Monday night national title games.
Yeah, man.
Eliminate some of the overlap. Go ahead.
I just have never even understood the Monday night title game.
Drives me crazy.
Is it a tradition dating back like decades thing, or did this start within the last 25 years or so? Because I don't, obviously I've only been watching football for the last 20 years. In 1985, are we having like the big Orange Bowl on a Monday? Like, what are we doing, people? There's no way.
It's been that way in my lifetime, and I just same way with you. I'm wondering, are we just that afraid of the NFL? Tell the NFL to kick rocks on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Say, hey, I know you do playoffs sometimes on Saturday. Like, hey, this is our national championship day.
Everybody can be happy. NFL gets your 3:00 game that day, and then you have your national championship.
And then they can play Monday Night Football for their
bingo. You have your Monday Night Football for your what would have been your late game Saturday. It works out for everybody. Everybody's happy. Nobody's that angry about having to watch a playoff game on a Monday. It's the championship game.
Before I even look, what do you think? What time do you think the national title game is tipping off in basketball?
It's going to be
9:30.
Yeah, that was my guess. Was 9:30, which is just horrendous.
The championship game. March Madness details. Yeah, come on, baby. Tip time.
I'm gonna guess 10.
10 o'clock. That'll be good. Like, think about the old folks, right? On the East Coast. You're on the East Coast and you're trying to watch these games. All right, this was last year.
Speed.
That's first round. Okay. Last year, first round games, first four. All right. Well, Joe stinks at Google today. Joe stinks at Google today, but we can find out and tell you that 8:49. That was for our regional final. Goodness gracious, so late.
Final Four Friday, April 4th at 7 p.m. with the second semifinal starting 30 minutes after the first game ends. So that's going to be, late. And then the championship game Sunday, April 6th at 3.
Sunday?
That's not right. That can't be right. That is the women's.
Okay, yeah.
6th.
Yeah.
6 on Monday. It looks like maybe. No, that's the wrong one too. Why is this information not just like super easy to find?
Because we're bad at Google. Because AI has taken over Google.
That's actually what it is.
Because AI has taken over Google, and AI is terrible. AI, if you're watching this program, I hate you. I literally think that you're the worst thing in the world.
They have the whole schedule here, not a single time for anything.
ChatGPT. I don't even know the other AI machines, Grok or whoever Google you're using. You're the bane of human existence.
It's the death of everything creative and everything that we like as humans in the sake of efficiency.
But it's not efficient. If it's efficient for the employer,
sure.
Because me as the customer, I've got a problem with X or Y or Z. Thank you for your response. We'll have someone with you. And then 20 minutes later, we've reviewed your case. Nothing is wrong. It's like, no, something is wrong. Whatever account it is I've got going on, something's wrong here. Something's wrong. Can I talk to a human who can actually review it? That's what's going to drive me to insanity.
Not giving me any times.
I'm pretty sure last year was like 8:50 Central Time.
It's in San Antonio?
It's in San Antonio, so it's in Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that last year in Arizona, when we finished the Monday Night title game, I looked at my phone and it was like 10 o'clock or whatever in Arizona. So it was like 1. It was like 1 a.m. on the East Coast. Like, my dad likes basketball too, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like, I know we don't care about the old folks and we don't care about the folks on the East Coast. And this is a Central Time Zone show, God's time zone. This is God's time zone if you're watching this. I won't say never, but it's going to take a lot for me to move back into the Eastern Time Zone. And one of the main things is the clock. The NFL starts at noon right after I get out of church on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that used to be the biggest pain in the butt hour as a kid. You get home at 12:05. What am I going to do at 12:05 and the game doesn't start till 1? Of course, I'm just going to dilly-dally. But now, all right, well, I missed a drive and a half. No big deal. Here we are. Let's get it
watch
rolling.
The Bears lose.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Just
Man. Yeah, no, this is the best, by far the best time zone for watching sports. It would be tough to get me to go anywhere else. Man, I can't imagine having to wait that long for just like a normal Monday Night Football. Like, oh my God, Monday Night
8
Football.
o'clock Monday Night Football?
You're
No, I'm in bed.
Until midnight to watch a Monday Night Football game, and then you got to go to work the next day. Like, it sucks.
Awful.
Yeah, no, I'm going to pass on that.
Like I went over to watch Monday Night Raw a couple weeks ago in Atlanta, so I jumped the time zone jump. And so I'm looking at my phone. Oh, it doesn't start at 7. It starts at 8. Like, no big deal. But like when it was over and I saw the clock and I thought, shoot, it's 11 whatever, 11:05. And I'm like, yeah, I do get the hour back jumping back to Alabama. But I'm like, I thought to myself, if I watched this every week and it ended at 11, I would not see the last 30 minutes of it most of the time.
Just like when they throw a bunch of in the
right. That's what, stuff. Yeah, it's all like blah, 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 crazy. Like you should have watched the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. It's been a doozy of a show today.
This has been a horrible show. Look, so if you're listening or watching, I'll be honest, this has been a horrible show.
Not our best work today.
We're going to cap the show right here. We're going to ask you to forgive us. We're going to ask you to jump in on
and resubscribe to the show.
Yeah, yes. Give us a call, 205-462-7340, extension 800, and tell us how bad it was, how distracting it was the first little bit. Or you can just laugh with us and say, hey, we'll get it back tomorrow. Jump in and laugh with us right there on the phone line. Leave us a voicemail. I am going to front load this show with a small PSA, just to kind of let anybody listening know it wasn't our best work, and so we definitely apologize for that. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk about Alabama and Missouri. Let's see if the Crimson Tide can get back on track. Do you think the Crimson Tide can get back on track? Are you going to Sewell Thomas Stadium? Give us a call, 205-462-7340, extension 800. This is the Joe Gaither Show, at least as we know it, on Bama Central and BamaCentral.com.
Thanks for joining us on today's edition of the Joe Gaither Show on Bama Central. Keep up with Joe on all his social media pages at Joe Gaither 6. Subscribe, rate, and review the show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and be sure to read us daily at BamaCentral.com.